Hello Lakers fan, if you are one of those who are always up to date with the news about our Lakers, then you need to stay tuned to what is coming up on our Lakers news channel. I am preparing exclusive coverage on the possible signings of Lake hairs, and what I can tell you is that rumors are catching fire on social media, and if you don't want to miss any information, stay tuned. We have exclusive news every day. If you are a true Lakers and don't want to be left out of the news, be sure to subscribe. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Let's go to the video.
LeBron James. Lakers held each other accountable and made key adjustments in Game 2. With Luka Doncic and LeBron James leading the charge, the Los Angeles Lakers bounced back in a big way and tied their playoff series against the Minnesota Timberwolves. After a disappointing Game 1, the Lakers tightened up their defense, limiting Minnesota to just 85 points in a dominant Game 2 victory. Coming off a tough loss at home, the Lakers had to quickly turn the page and show up with a completely different energy on Tuesday night. For LeBron, the key to their bounce-back performance was maintaining balance and focusing on what they could control. As you just said, the key is to stay balanced, James said after the Lakers win. It doesn't matter if you lose by 100 or by 1. Both are going to hurt. So the key is to stay balanced, make the necessary adjustments for Game 2 or Game 3, whatever the case may be. I think we looked at what we didn't do well, which was a lot of things in Game 1. We took it seriously, held each other accountable, made adjustments, and got a much better result tonight. Now we need to be even better on Friday against Minnesota. That's what playoffs are all about. You have to stay balanced. The challenge ahead, beating the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Winning in Minnesota won't be easy, and while the Lakers made key strides in Game 2, LeBron knows their offense still needs to improve. He believes they're capable of more, even though he was pleased with their performance overall. We can definitely be better offensively. Sometimes I felt we were too sharp, but at other times not so much, James reflected. I think we can do a better job on offense. We'll keep working on that. If we can keep having performances like this, I believe in our chances. So we need to keep developing good habits. The Lakers only converted 6 of 29 three-point attempts, with LeBron and Austin Reeves combining to hit just 1 of 11 despite numerous looks. But despite the shooting struggles, LeBron still led by example, showing his team the way forward, which he believes is vital for his role as a leader. Going out there and setting the example, James responded when asked how he communicates with the younger players. It's easy to talk about it, but you also have to go out and lead by example, and I'm one of those guys who, if I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to do it too. I think that's the best way to hold yourself accountable. You can't ask for sacrifices from your teammates or anyone if you're not willing to make them yourself. I've always had that mentality. Anything I ask from my teammates, they can ask from me. The turning point, LeBron's clutch steal seals the win. That intensity was evident late in the game when the Timberwolves were making a late push. With Anthony Edwards running the fast break, LeBron snuck up behind him for a critical steal, followed by an impressive layup on the other end, essentially sealing the game for the Lakers. Well, they had numbers. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I knew they had numbers, LeBron said. I was crossing the court, and I think it was Jaden McDaniels, passing to Ant. But I was crossing the court, and I'm the most dangerous player out there, so I was able to sneak around the back on the right side. I used my, athleticism and intelligence, whatever it was. If I didn't get the steal, at least I made him change direction. I was able to get to the ball before they saw me in the blind spot. I stole it and went coast to coast. It wasn't about the points. It was about the moment, getting that steal, that type of play to finish it. They could have cut it to 6, or with a 4-point play, cut it to 5. So for us, getting that double-digit lead at that point LeBron's play was absolutely critical, ensuring that the Lakers tied what could have been a lengthy first-round playoff series. Luka Doncic. Lakers can still do better attacking the paint. One of the most significant improvements for the Lakers in Game 2 was their ability to attack the paint against the Timberwolves' defense. However, Luka Doncic believes the Lakers still have room to be even better in that department. The superstar guard pointed out that the Lakers need to continue attacking the rim as much as possible, and while they did better on Tuesday, there's still more they can do to exploit that aspect of their game. Luka Doncic. Lakers can still do better attacking the paint, continued. While the Lakers made notable strides in their Game 2 performance, Luka Doncic's comments on their need to improve attacking the paint didn't fall on deaf ears. The Timberwolves' defense has shown vulnerability in this area, and Donic's observation suggests that the Lakers have not yet reached their full potential in exploiting that weakness. In fact, Game 2 highlighted how much the Lakers are capable of when they truly commit to driving the ball into the paint. Anthony Davis was a force in the middle, finishing with 18 points and 12 rebounds, often causing headaches for the Timberwolves' big men. However, despite the success, there were still missed opportunities for the Lakers to capitalize on their size advantage, especially in stretches where they relied too much on perimeter shooting. LeBron James echoed this sentiment after the game. "We're definitely not there yet in terms of our paint game. We've got guys who can finish in the paint, but we can still be more aggressive, more decisive. If we can attack the rim with the same focus and precision as we did with our defense tonight, we'll be in a great spot going forward," James said, remaining optimistic that his team is just scratching the surface of their potential. The bigger picture, the Lakers' postseason journey. As the Lakers head into Game 3 in Minnesota, their playoff journey is far from decided. Their defensive improvements have been key, but there's still a looming question of consistency. The Timberwolves, while young and talented, have shown they can compete at a high level. Their explosive scoring, especially from players like Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns, will be something the Lakers must remain vigilant about. "The job's not done," said Davis, making it clear that while Game 2 was a positive step, the team is well aware of the challenges ahead. "We've had a good bounce back, but this series is about who can stay locked in, who can stay consistent through every game. We've got to keep pushing, keep grinding, and make sure we're ready for what's next." The road to Game 3, key matchups and expectations. Looking ahead to Game 3, the stakes couldn't be higher for both teams. The Lakers are looking to build on the momentum from their Game 2 victory, while the Timberwolves will be eager to defend their home court and regain control of the series. A win in Minnesota would put the Lakers in the driver's seat, giving them a chance to go up 2-1 in the series with the home court advantage. But LeBron and his teammates know better than anyone how quickly a playoff series can shift. A lackluster performance or a slip-up could hand the Timberwolves the upper hand. With Minnesota's crowd behind them and the pressure mounting, Game 3 promises to be a pivotal battle. "Playoff basketball is all about adjusting on the fly," LeBron said. "We have to be ready for whatever they throw at us in Game 3. They've got guys who can score at all three levels, and they're playing with a lot of confidence. But we're not going to back down. We'll be ready." The role of the supporting cast, Reeves, Hachimura, and the bench. Another key aspect to watch in Game 3 is the continued development of the Lakers supporting cast. Austin Reeves, who has emerged as a reliable secondary scorer, and Rui Hachimura, who has provided solid minutes off the bench, will need to continue stepping up. Reeves, in particular, showed his poise in Game 2, finishing with 16 points and 5 assists. However, there is still a sense that he, along with others, can do even more to take some of the pressure off LeBron and Davis. "If we're going to go far in the playoffs, it can't just be me and AD," James said with a knowing look. "We need every guy to contribute. Austin, Rui, and even the guys who aren't playing as much, they need to be ready when their number's called. Everyone has a part to play, and that's what makes a championship team." The bigger picture, LeBron's leadership shines bright. As the Lakers' leader, LeBron has been the steady hand guiding the team, and his leadership, both on and off the court, is a big part of their success so far. His ability to stay calm under pressure, especially in moments like his game-clinching steal in Game 2, sets the tone for the rest of the team. "You can't ask for more from a leader than what LeBron gives us," said Davis. "He's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk. Every play, every possession, he's out there giving it his all. That's what makes him special. We feed off that energy." Looking ahead, can the Lakers build momentum? As Game 3 approaches, the Lakers face a pivotal moment in the series. If they can capture a win on the road, they'll not only seize control of the series but also demonstrate that their adjustments and resilience are for real. But with the Timberwolves not going down without a fight, this series is far from over. The Lakers know that the next few games will be a true test of their ability to stay balanced, adjust on the fly, and step up in key moments. The postseason is a marathon, not a sprint, and LeBron, along with the rest of the Lakers, will need to remain focused and continue to grow in each game. "The challenge is ahead of us," said LeBron with a determined smile. "We've got to be ready. It's all about who shows up when it matters most." J.J. Redick on Lakers vs. Timberwolves. "This series is a rock fight, and we're ready for it." After Game 1, the message coming out of the Lakers locker room was crystal clear: they needed to match the Timberwolves' physicality. And in Game 2, they showed they heard that message loud and clear. Tuesday night, the Lakers responded with grit, grinding out a hard-fought 9-point win in a game where defense ruled. They held Minnesota to just 85 points on 38% shooting, a massive turnaround from the series opener. Head coach J.J. Redick didn't mince words when explaining the difference. "We brought the physicality," Redick said post-game. "Playoff basketball demands a different level of intensity. Like I said before the game, it took us 2.5 quarters in Game 1 to find that gear. Tonight, we came in ready." That physical edge helped tip the scale, but let's be real, the Lakers' offense still has a lot of work to do. They managed just 94 points, a brutal 13 in the fourth quarter, and shot a rough 6-for-29 from 3. To many, this Game 2 felt like a true rock fight, both teams scrapping, offense hard to come by. But for Redick, that kind of battle is exactly what the Lakers should expect from here on out. "We probably should have expected it from the start," Redick admitted. "We weren't ready for that kind of game in Game 1, but now I think both teams are mentally locked in. I've been in enough of these series to know, sometimes it's a slugfest where neither team can buy a bucket, and other times someone gets hot from 3, turnovers pile up, and suddenly it's a shootout. That's playoff basketball. No two games are ever the same, but mentally, both sides are bracing for a fight." The first half of Game 2 didn't look like a grinded-out battle. The Lakers dropped 58 points and seemed in rhythm. But things unraveled late, especially in the fourth. Still, Redick was encouraged by the quality of the looks they were getting, even if the shots didn't fall. "I'm not sure how many turnovers we had in the second half. I know we had at least one shot clock violation in the fourth," Redick said. "But I can think of 5 or 6 really solid looks. Bron had 2 inside the paint, Rui at the rim, Bron again from the corner, and Dorian Finney-Smith had some great corner shots. We'll live with those. The process was right, the shots just didn't fall." Redick emphasized that while defense won them the game, the offense still played a crucial role in limiting the Timberwolves' fast break chances. "Our offense might not have looked great on paper," Redick said, "but it played a big part. We didn't let them run. And when they did try to push, like when AR made that late game play to take control, we got back, contested, and forced them into half-court sets. That matters. In the playoffs, it's all about results, and the Lakers got the one they needed. Now it's on Redick to keep his team locked into that playoff mindset if they want to make it out of the first round." Redick's fiery timeout speech, it was just about urgency. The Lakers' energy didn't just come from the players. During a third-quarter timeout, cameras and microphones caught Redick delivering a passionate and very NSFW speech to his team. After the game, though, Redick downplayed the moment. "It's not the first time I've done that," he said with a laugh. "Sometimes you need to jolt the group, raise the urgency, and make sure everyone's on the same page. It's the playoffs, we've got no time to waste." Momentum shift. Fallout and reactions after the Lakers win. With the series now tied 1-1, the Lakers' Game 2 win not only reignited hope for the LA faithful, but also shifted the tone of the entire matchup. What once felt like the Timberwolves' physical and emotional dominance has now turned into an unpredictable battle, where every possession matters and every tactical tweak could be the difference maker. Social media reactions came fast and heavy. Analysts from ESPN, along with former players like Richard Jefferson and Kendrick Perkins, praised the Lakers' defensive intensity, with particular emphasis on Anthony Davis, who they called the anchor of the resistance. Davis, who finished with 5 blocks and 14 rebounds, played a key role in shutting down Karl-Anthony Towns, who struggled to find room in the paint. Anthony Davis, "This is the identity we need to have." After the game, AD spoke on the team's shift in mentality. "Everyone knew we weren't aggressive enough in Game 1. Tonight, our defensive communication was sharp, the effort was collective, and we showed we can play this physical brand of basketball. This is the identity we need to carry through the rest of the series." LeBron James, quiet leadership, big-time decisions. Even with a modest stat line, 21 points, 8 assists, LeBron came through in critical moments. His control of tempo late in the third quarter and defensive reads in transition showed that even at 40, he still dictates the game in ways that don't always show up in the box score. Redick also highlighted LeBron's impact. "Bron doesn't need to talk all the time. When he speeds up or slows the game down, everybody understands. He's our metronome. And in tough moments, he sets the tone." Timberwolves react. "We knew they were going to be more aggressive. On the Timberwolves side, the tone was one of frustration, but also focus. Anthony Edwards, who had a below-average outing, 18 points on 6 of 17 shooting, gave credit to the Lakers but promised a response in the next game. They came out with more energy, and we didn't match it. But this series is far from over. We'll adjust. It's just getting started. Head coach Chris Finch, visibly irritated post-game, called for more offensive discipline and criticized the team's turnover issues. They committed 16 total. You're not winning any playoff games giving away that many unforced possessions. Their defense was solid, but we handed them way too many free chances. Next chapter, do-or-die energy coming to LA. With the next 2 games set for Los Angeles, the pressure now shifts. The Crypto.com arena is expected to be electric, and the Lakers have a real shot at taking control of the series on their home floor. But as Reick made clear, nothing is guaranteed. Winning one game doesn't change everything. The only thing it changes is the next challenge. This series is chess now, and we've got to stay aggressive, smart, and resilient. Because Minnesota's coming. Behind the scenes, rumors are swirling about potential changes to the Lakers' rotation. Cam Reddish, who logged just 5 minutes, may see increased playing time, especially if the offensive struggles continue. Reick mentioned that he's evaluating different combinations to help unlock the offense without compromising the defensive edge. Bottom line, the series is alive, and it's heating up. If Game 1 was dominated by Minnesota's punch, Game 2 was the Lakers' counter. Now the series has all the makings of a classic playoff showdown. Tactical, emotional, physical. Just as it should be. The only question now, who's going to impose their will in Game 3? Austin Reeves says the Lakers got punked in Game 1, but they matched the Timberwolves' toughness in Game 2. Austin Reeves didn't sugarcoat it. After a frustrating Game 1 loss, he knew the Lakers had been outplayed, out-hustled, and in his words, punked. But Game 2? That was a different story. Reeves bounced back with a solid all-around performance. 16 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, and the kind of relentless effort that doesn't always show up in the box score. He still struggled from deep, but his impact went far beyond his shooting. Most importantly, he, and the Lakers, brought the fight. I don't think it was about changing the game plan, Reeves said post-game. We just played hard. That's it. I've said it before, the Timberwolves play hard every single night. Regular season, playoffs, it doesn't matter. And if you don't match that physicality, you're going to get run over. That was the message before the game. Play hard or go home. The wake-up call came after Game 1, when Minnesota's energy and edge completely overwhelmed the Lakers. Reeves didn't shy away from calling it like it was. We got punked the other night, plain and simple, Reeves admitted. They came into our building and took it to us. You could feel it in the locker room afterward. There wasn't panic, but there was a sense of we're better than this, and we know it. That next day practice? It was intense. Everyone was locked in. That's when we set the tone for Game 2. It wasn't always pretty, especially down the stretch, when the Lakers' offense sputtered to just 13 points in the fourth quarter. But in the playoffs, it's about finding a way to win, even when your best stuff isn't falling. One of the defining moments came late in the fourth, when Reeves dove to stop a Timberwolves fast break, a hustle play that summed up the team's attitude shift. That was huge, Reeves said. Look, I made some bad plays earlier, a couple turnovers I'd love to have back. But in that moment, you just do whatever it takes. That's playoff basketball. You win by the slimmest margins. You lose by the slimmest margins. And on plays like that, you have to be willing to throw your body on the line for the team. That's what this time of year is all about. And now, heading back to LA with the series tied 1-1, the Lakers know the Timberwolves aren't going away. But if Tuesday night proved anything, it's that this team has the grit, and now the mindset, to go toe-to-toe in a dogfight. Reick praises Rui Hachimura. He's a warrior. While the box score won't scream his name, Rui Hachimura made his presence felt in Game 2, and head coach J.J. Redick made sure people noticed. Early in the first quarter, Hachimura took a hard shot to the face. He stayed in. He battled. He did the dirty work on both ends, switching on defense, crashing the boards, setting screens, contesting shots. He's a warrior, Redick said after the game. Rui did so many little things that don't show up in the numbers, but those things matter. They win you playoff games. He was tough, he was locked in, and he gave us exactly what we needed. With the physical Timberwolves pushing every possession to the limit, the Lakers are going to need more of that grit and sacrifice moving forward. Because as Reeves reminded everyone, there are no style points in the postseason. There's only win or go home. The locker room response: now we know what it takes. Inside the Lakers locker room after Game 2, the mood wasn't celebratory, it was focused. There were a few smiles, sure, but mostly a sense of unfinished business. The message wasn't "we're back," it was "this is the standard now." Veteran forward Dorian Finney-Smith, who's been through his share of gritty playoff series, echoed that mindset. Game 2 wasn't perfect, but we showed who we need to be, he said. We can't let up. The second we stop bringing that edge, they'll take advantage. So yeah, enjoy the win, but we're already thinking about Game 3. JJ Redick's impact grows. As head coach, JJ Redick is quickly gaining credibility not just for his basketball IQ, but for his ability to push emotional buttons at the right time. His fiery third-quarter timeout rant went viral, clipped and shared by fans and analysts alike. It wasn't just passion, it was purpose. NBA insider Brian Windhorst called it a turning-point moment for the Lakers' playoff mentality, while former coach Stan Van Gundy praised Redick's ability to blend player-like relatability with sharp tactical awareness. He gets it, Van Gundy said on TNT. He's been in the locker room, he's been in the trenches. That kind of speech only lands if the guys believe in you, and they clearly do. What the numbers say. The advanced metrics from Game 2 paint a clear picture. The Lakers didn't just outwork Minnesota, they out-executed them. According to Second Spectrum tracking data, the Lakers held the Timberwolves to just 0.82 points per possession in the half-court, their lowest mark of the postseason so far. They also limited Minnesota to just 6 fast break points, a massive win considering the Wolves' athleticism and pace. Timberwolves feeling the pressure? With the series shifting to Los Angeles, some cracks are starting to show on Minnesota's side. Karl-Anthony Towns, who shot just 4 of 12 in Game 2 and struggled to establish any rhythm inside, was seen spending extra time in the gym post-game. I need to be better. That's on me, he told reporters. Game 3's everything now. Anthony Edwards also hinted at some internal frustration, saying the team didn't follow the plan and lost our edge somewhere along the way. It's not full-blown panic yet, but the Wolves know they let a golden opportunity slip. Looking ahead, Game 3 in LA. Now, it's the Lakers' turn to feed off home court energy. Crypto.com Arena is expected to be rocking on Friday night, and Redick is counting on the crowd to fuel his team's fire. We need LA loud. We need them with us from tip-off to the final buzzer, Redick said. These guys are ready for war, but having that crowd behind you? That gives you something extra. And we'll need it. Redick also hinted at potential lineup tweaks, saying he's not married to any one rotation, and will continue to adjust based on matchups. The bottom line: identity over flash. More than the win, more than tying the series, what the Lakers found in Game 2 was identity. They embraced the physicality. They leaned into the grind. They didn't flinch. As Austin Reeves put it, it wasn't about playing perfect. It was about showing up, throwing the first punch, and taking a few along the way. That's playoff basketball. That's who we have to be, every single night. With the series heating up and tensions rising, one thing's clear: this isn't just about XS and OS anymore. It's about willpower, resilience, and who's willing to bleed for every possession. And after Game 2, the Lakers proved they're ready.